Ladies and gentlemen, episode 56 of the EE PowerTalk. My name is Daddy Blessing.
My name is Elvis. Welcome to episode 56.
Yeah, 56 good ones.
Mm-hmm.
And just like we have jumped in 2025, there's some things that will not jump with us. Unfortunately, we are lefting them behind, and it's for a good cause. And it's sometimes when the market says it's time for some things to exit, we say, okay,
let's do it.
Tulikupenda sana lakini the market has organized a very good burial. Na wamepika vizuri. So ile kitu tutafanya tutakula na tukuzike. There's this thing called lifestyle content creation. And I think the bell for its burial has rung very loud. Unfortunately, with some of these things, when such a huge frontier goes down, it goes down with people. It doesn't go down by itself. When you see such a huge tree, when a huge tree falls down, there are some birds who had their nests huko katikati. So now unapata huko wamekosa home. Because lifestyle content right now isn't really selling. Na si kupenda kwetu, tumechoka na hizo vitu zinatupea peer pressure. It's the market saying we want authenticity. It's the market telling us, hey, big man,
we need to change
those things that you're telling us. We understand now it is all financed hype. Whatever you're showing us is not really the life that you live. We want to, if you're telling us to go into a certain way of doing things, let it be that you are doing those things even without the sponsorship of the brand and all that.
Yeah, very true, by the way. Juu, there is something quite interesting I've learned. I think acha nikupea story hata mimi. You know, me I used to think in 2019, ukipata girlfriend mnafaa mfungue YouTube channel.
That's what hiyo ndio ilikuwa inakula hiyo time.
Right now ukifungua utaambiwa zima hiyo kitu. What the hell? We are done with that. In 2019, masijui mbona enyewe Mungu ni wa maajabu. Juu sikufanya hizo vitu.
Yes.
I remember almost every single person I knew. Walikuwa umeanza kudate 3 months later mko na YouTube channel.
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
So guys, tunaenda kukula chipo.
Chips mwitu.
Like I remember the first time I interacted with such kind of content. I was like, what is this? I prefer watching videos on Free Code Camp because I learned something. Rather than waste time sijui hearing someone crying.
The funny thing about lifestyle content creation, you end up exposing too much about your personal life because the value that is provided with the lifestyle content creation is so shallow. You have to cause drama in between so that you stay relevant.
Well, for sure, there has to be nasty breakups and fights.
Exactly, because as a human, it's not every day is a breakthrough for you. But lifestyle content creation has been marketed to us like the success story. So it has to be success each and every time. So you see, there are a lot of things that are being faked to achieve that level of production, that level of lifestyle. Like, if you are the person who makes content about travel, your lifestyle and all that, the only time you can travel is when a company has sponsored you.
Una pesa ya kujipeleka mahali.
Yeah, then it shows what you're doing is sponsored hype, not lifestyle actually. Because if it is about lifestyle, unafaa utoke hapa uende Diani without any sponsorship. Like companies ikuonange tu huko, now they are like suggesting, oh, by the way, we see you travel so much. How about you tag our brand along at a fee of your convenience and all that. And then from there you are able to quote at a price yenye huogopi hata kuluzu huyu client. Unamwambia, hey, I charge 250,000 per month. Why? Because you don't need them. But lifestyle content creators right now, they need the brands.
For sure.
Yeah, that is why they are comfortable with being paid 50,000, then go spend 40,000 in Diani, then come live a life of brokenness. Una survive na hiyo 10,000, una juggle. Juu ile ingine 40 will spend uko Diani and whatever.
But they define lifestyle content creators.
Lifestyle content creation is basically showing your life, how you live. It is what it is.
Have you ever noted that lifestyle content creators are always perfect?
Yeah.
Flawless. Uyu hananga makosa. Video inakuanga flawless. I remember the first time I watched such a video. I don't want to mention the family. Sitasema ni nani.
You had to say family part.
I have to say the family because now
by the way, Ziko.
Ziko. There's even this family here, the husband does.
Don't say too much.
I don't want to say too much, but I'm just saying to an extent, I think you need to keep your dirt to yourself.
Yeah.
Me, the things there's a guy called Edgar Obare. Me, I used to hear things about. I never subscribed to his YouTube. These things.
Yeah.
But there's always an expose about what this particular person is doing.
Yes.
Because you've put so much out there that people are like, they have an expectation of you. You get?
Yes.
Maybe I'll take you back to 2019. In 2019, I used to think that is a trend.
Yeah.
Bro, you see someone amehamia nyumba, you're like 100,000.
Yes.
Where you're struggling to pay 2,500. Amehamia 100,000. They've gotten new furniture.
Yes.
Yeah, 800,000.
Yes.
We una struggle kununua meza ya 3,500. This lifestyle kind of content makes you start comparing yourself.
Yeah.
It makes you start like thinking of how you will compare yourself to other people. And by the way, hata mimi nilikuwa najicompare. Ati amenunua. Sikuwa najuanga ati kuna, me used to, by the way, I was foolish. Kuna familia fulani walinunua kitu fulani. Ni kama kwa nyumba kuna ka wall lakini kakona moto. I used to think ni TV. Ati ni TV.
Sasa wanaweka ile display ya moto YouTube.
Display ya moto. So me used to be like, sasa mbona ununue TV uwekange tu moto.
Uwekange moto hapo.
You get?
Yeah.
And then it used to bring this aspect of comparison. Why is it that these guys are so loving? You by the way, dating at that time was a tough thing. Hata niliona, by the way, just if you can avoid it. Because what it started creating is a sense of entitlement and expectation.
Yes.
You would see a guy literally struggle for a full month, apate 15,000, aende akasurprise. Ati umenunua doli inatoshana na sijui elephant.
Na saa hiyo amekuja kwa Daddy Blessing akamwambia, "Hey bros, kuna kashu tunataka unifanyie. Usinilipishe tu saa hii. Usinilipishe. Tutalipa baadaye." Amebaki na deni yangu as a video producer. Amebaki na deni ya sijui nani kwenye alichukua gari. Just because alistruggle na hii 15,000. Na ametokwa.
What a bad life.
It's a very bad life. Like lifestyle content creation, to be honest, and the one that introduced all this hype made even dating for us very difficult. Because hiyo time yenye lifestyle content creation imeanza kuhit vizuri from 2017 up to late last year. Hiyo time ndio some of us tumemachua. Sasa umeanza kuona sasa niko naweza pata kamrebo pale pengine, aka kamrebo kamekuwa kakiwatch the Wagoko's family. Yeah, and Wajogo's family. Na hao wengine
na
Wathiongo and Thuranira's family. Hizo families zote zenye zimejaa huko. Sasa kamrembo kako kanakuja na hiyo mentality. Sasa unaona Wathiongo, how Wathiongo is being treated by the Thiongo?
Umeona venye amekandwa vizuri amekaa.
Why are you not treating me like that?
And I don't know why, especially when you start introducing kids in the picture. Okay, it's your business. Yes. I respect that personally. I respect that. I say that if it gives you your bread and butter, sawa. By
the way, there are people who have made peace with the fact that they have monetized their marriage. That is none of our problem. Haituhusu.
Hizi ni tricky sana. Ukiachana kama wengine wajuzi.
Yes, unaona sasa.
Alafu mnanikana. Like I sometimes I think of these things and I'm like, even my mother knows that mmekosana.
Yes.
And she doesn't even scroll social media.
Yes.
Yes. And like there is that should not be on social media.
By the way, with this lifestyle content creation, we tend to assume that some part of us will prompt us to act like humans. Like tutoke kwa hiyo sasa kuact. Sasa to act like humans vile inafaa. Na tukianza kuact like humans vile inafaa, kuna mmoja wetu ataona hapa nimekuwa nikibeba ujinga. Enyewe kuna mmoja wetu ataanza kuona hii calculation haikuwa inaingia vizuri. Na ataanza kuropokwa.
By the way, honestly, I have never understood.
Na akianza kuropokwa, that's the end of you.
There has to be someone. Si wote wawili. Kuna mmoja hadi akona evidence.
Yes.
ati nilimnunulia hadi mbuzi.
Nimnunulia mbuzi. I have been the one doing this. Like for example, without even mentioning nini, with that example of mbuzi, like nilimnunulia mbuzi, kazi yake tu ni kupea mbuzi majani, lakini mbuzi ni yangu. You get what I mean?
I get it. I think for me, if you have to create lifestyle kind of content,
yes,
there has to be an approach behind it.
Correct.
Either the approach ni unatry kuonyesha watu, like for example, if like I had a wife and we were creating content and saying for your relationship,
yes,
this and this, you need to do this and this. Leo nimepeleka bibi yangu mahali. I mean, there is lifestyle kind of, okay, hapana, hiyo si lifestyle.
It is.
No, like when me and my wife sit down and have a conversation about life. Like for example, we have a conversation like we talk about like something meaningful. I don't think that's lifestyle.
I get you.
Hi, lifestyle ni
lifestyle ni showing everything, the flamboyancy.
Is
that a word?
Is that a word, director?
Can use it for today. The flamboyancy.
We can create our own vocabulary.
Kiswahili kuna utohozi. Utohozi unatoa maneno hapa, una mix, unapata jina yako. The flamboyancy.
Mimi fasihi nilikuwa natandikwa kila time, so there are things I can. In fact, my father is a Swahili teacher and
sometimes we hate the things that our parents are good at for reasons that are well known to us. So now,
have you ever thought of creating lifestyle content yourself?
Yes. Kikaniramba.
Mulitengeneza?
Hapana. Tulikuwa tunapost kwa watu wataenda kusearch.
Ati mulikuwa mnapost. Okay.
Yes. 1 2 minus 3. Thank you.
Yes.
Aya. So now I tried that kind of content.
Watu wataona kama nimerogo and I start reacting like ni kama I've communicated.
Antenna. If you know, you do. That kind of content really inafikanga mahali unaona it's up to what you can afford.
True.
Like if your mentors are the Jogonas family, if you see Jogonas family, they are doing this and this, you try to replicate it with a budget type of thing. Kama Wajogona amepelekwa Dubai, wewe unaangalia mahali na huku Gethogoro upeleke mtu wako.
By the way,
unaiita hidden gem. Kino Regen.
Nimekupeleka you think Kino.
There is a hidden gem in Regen. Na saa hiyo tumekopa. Kuna watu wa Regen.
Bwana director lives in Regen. But anyway, by the sometimes me used to like sit down and think. It creates some foolishness in you as a man. I'm not saying as a woman. It creates some foolishness in you.
We are talking as men because that's who we are. If we had a woman here, peana the opinion of women.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there is one point I used to be sitting down and I think that is how you can woo a girl.
Yes.
Mimi nilikuwa nafikiria ukimchukua kwanza uende na useme and when a woman doesn't want you, hata hiyo video hutarecord. Atakwambia unanirecord kwa nini?
By the hata kuuliza direct, atakwambia tu kitu cha kudiscourage.
Of course. And by the lifestyle content creation has even ruined content creation itself. I don't even think lifestyle creation is something that, I don't know, does it even provide value in the economy?
It doesn't.
Labda ununue vitu na usurprise.
What it does, if truly there are people who are really pushing a narrative somewhere, it brings hype around the products that they talk about. Just temporary hype. But sales,
Sidani. It's the same thing. Like, let me give you, during my birthday, I was celebrating my birthday on the 4th of November. Buddha, I got like 3 companies. They wanted to take me to Diani. Naangalia naona ati munipeleke Diani. So I was looking at it naona mkinipeleka I'll not have time to do my things. So I told them no. Unfortunately no. And nikajiuliza, what if I was a lifestyle content creator?
Ungedandia.
Nige later. And by the way, like I personally think that if you inclined yourself towards the whole aspect of consuming lifestyle content creation, it might even be detrimental to even your mindset and what you think about people.
Yes.
And even relationships. Now, your expectation regarding relationships is going to be something like, for you to be in a successful relationship, your girlfriend, both of you should be going to Diani, recording it. You're not going to Diani to enjoy
to have a moment. That's the thing.
You're going to record it so that you can post it on YouTube and cut shorts and then museme, hey guys, and then mukifika kwa nyumba. We,
na kuna mtu niliona ukiangalia hapo kwa hiyo bus. By the way, in fact, those people that do those things, na sisemi ni vibaya, ufai kutuambia umeenda vacation. Unafaa kutuambia nimeenda set, nimeenda kushoot. nimeenda kushoot
video.
Wacha nikimaliza shoot nitakamu.
Yeah, because okay, for me hata, do you know how weird it is? Ati umenunulia bibi yako shamba. And then umeenda ukamsurprise nani eidheka. Ukamsurprise.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Namkafuga ribbon kwa gate. Sometimes unajua tunaweza ongea vitu zingine watu
na muziki. You know the things
ni wivu.
By the way,
hatuna mashamba. Those are expected.
And how is it that we even, you know, mimi sometimes I didn't even used to find, like unaenda mahali kwa Kasaiba cafe, you find the Ka-M-Pesa chick over there is busy. Anachiki kako tu like ana watch tu.
And that's
wow.
Unajua hiyo ndio ili mess up the current dating scene, because people are not falling in love with you, they are falling in love with the possibility of things that you can do for them.
It's a certain narrative
which is quite unfortunate. Yeah, people hawakupendi for who you are. Like someone is not feeling, you know, happy to be in love with Elvis, but they are feeling happy to be associated with Elvis and to do things together with Elvis. Now, because that brings her some sort of status, being recognized and all that. Because when it comes to influencers dating, and that's why unaonanga influencer ameenda akakota influencer mwingine na huko, so that they can bring hype together. Huko katikati unajua mwili nayo hainaga break.
Mwili ni ile combustion.
Effervescence and backward titration. Reverse osmosis.
Carbon dioxide.
Mambo inafanyika. Kipatikana kajuni hapo katikati. That's now when you start realizing, ni nani huyu nimejenga na yeye familia? For example,
I don't understand. How do two influencers live in the same house?
Inakuanga ngumu. Ni script.
Karibu muongeleshe kama venye unaongeleshanga. Okay. I also believe one thing. And
I have a very terrible joke.
Say it.
When two influencers are living together, when the husband comes home, the wife anafaa welcome home ama welcome to our YouTube channel.
The house is the YouTube channel.
The house is the YouTube channel.
But honestly, sometimes, you know, by the way, life inakuanga very boring.
Yeah.
Because the only time these guys get a hype is when they are posting their stuff on social media.
Correct.
They will never get a hype when they are doing meaningful things. Bro, like, for example, if you realize that every single thing that you're doing with your girlfriend has to be documented.
Yes.
That's weird.
You're
probably in a relationship that you need to start rethinking about, because the only thing that you have that you believe is going to make sense is when you put something on social media. Like, you can imagine, you've taken your girlfriend somewhere out. Unashinda tu ukifukuzana na kamera. Hey, my love.
How do you like this place?
That has sounded like someone. let me not sound like someone. I'm just saying, I think there needs to be an aspect of like, in as much as you're doing lifestyle content creation, do you have some time to even enjoy yourself?
You don't really enjoy, because at the end of the day you're looking for the perfect shot.
Kukazi uko hira. Mse uko hira, hakuna feelings.
You're looking for the perfect shot. You're looking for the, you know, that moment that will bring the hype. Like tuki-edit trailer, lazima hiyo moment ikuwe hapo ndani. Because that is how you have choreographed your production around. Like the moments, the hype and all that. Like if really you have to surprise me, then it goes online. Was that really a surprise? Then again, I fail to understand how these things even work. You know, when a YouTube channel becomes big and it is maybe a family YouTube channel, when it comes to business, all of you are together in that business.
Sure.
So if we have to sign a contract,
both of you,
with a company to pull off a surprise, how again are you as my wife or my husband acting surprised and you knew tulienda kusign contract for a company to sponsor that video, na unakuja una act surprised?
By the way, yani ni
choreography, movie production. Yes,
the first time I saw that I was like, okay, umayona hii yenye wametengeneza kitanda iko na maua,
yes,
imechorwa hivi.
Yeah.
And then it's I don't know why sometimes it's men who find themselves in. I'm not saying it's bad, it's good.
The thing is, and that's what I'm talking about, doing all those things is all in order. In fact, treat your woman, make her feel like a queen, but don't do it so that you can post.
Unatugongea social. Kuna time nilikuwa naona hizo video, I'm like, nyinyi ndo hamnafanya tusipate watu nyinyi.
Yeah.
Sasa kitu kama hii nitafanya.
Uvurumii mtoto wa nini?
Bro, like
mimi kwetu ni kinanga of my brother.
And someone is making you do things.
Sasa nitengeneza hiyo maua ni maua ya nini? Mawaru.
Someone bought, sijui alinunulia mwingine nguo ya 100,000 kiatu.
Yes.
By the way, sometimes at our lifestyle content creators, I have a bone to pick with them.
Me I have a huge one because they messed the dating scene for us. Mimi sita kudanganya. It is ngumu. Mtu mnaingiana tu na yeye akiwa na expectations 100 million just because atika TikTok kago kako na 60,000 followers. Kaide hago. Now, let me tell you something. That expectation yenye unakuja nayo. If you want a person who has that kind of lifestyle, prepare yourself to also bring value that if not doubling what that person has, you are at least doing something that will impact that person.
Yeah, honestly, that's the case. But in the same, there's a guy called Dan Coy. He was trying to compare in the creator scene. In this whole thing, there's influencers, creators,
yes,
and consumers.
Yes,
majority of the people are consumers. Then kuna influencers. You see these guys who create videos. And they have to showcase a certain lifestyle. They have to showcase they moved to a new house, or they bought a new computer.
Yeah.
Akinunulia umbo yake chakula lazima atuonyeshe. Those are influencers. People who try to just influence people in a certain way. Let me, for lack of a better word.
Yes.
And then they are creators. A creator is not interested in themselves. They're not interested in going to Dubai.
Yes.
Ili ashinde akikwambia venye ame sijui nini Dubai. A creator is interested in you bettering your life.
Correct.
And that is where the money is. That is where there is something we refer to as the creator economy. We can all be content creators, but very few people are creators. I was on the bargaining table recently for a contract to promote a company. Hey Buddha, I'm looking at the people who've been brought. I'm like, how are what? Like I'm looking at these people. These are people they're trying to vet. And then nikaona waki cancel wote. We don't want this one. We don't want this one. And you're looking at it and you're like, how did you cancel this person?
Yeah.
You know what companies are looking for? They're looking for value.
Yes.
Gone are the days that you're paid by the mere fact that you are a certain lifestyle content creator and you have millions of followers.
Yes.
People are actually valuing people who connect with people.
Yeah.
Buddha was on the bargaining table with like top celebrities. I'm like, okay.
Mmetoa huyo. So do I even stand a chance?
Actually, by the way,
yes.
My first gig as a content creator nilifanya in 2022. Itel.
Yeah.
Nilitumiwa simu Buddha. Simu ingine noma sana ya 32GB. Ilikuwa na storage ya 32GB. Yeah. But I don't know how that company makes their phones anyway. But they sent me that phone. Mimi nikajiuliza kwani kitu, and I was with Pade Wubon.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this guy. Me, I'm at like 70,000 followers. But these guys were like, they worked with me and they paid me 60,000, 70 or 60,000, which was really amazing.
Yes.
And then over time, nimekam kulan, the more you create value and you offer consistent content that impacts people in a way.
Yes.
Brands want to work with you.
Correct.
Me, the real estate companies have gotten. Now betting. They're all over. Forex companies, they're all over. But you see, you have values and you have standards. That makes you a unique creator.
Yes. You know, when it comes to categorizing influencers, there are people who influence thoughts There are people who influence action, but there are people who influence thoughts and actions altogether.
Sure.
Lifestyle influence, mainly it's thought. Yeah. You'll think about that thing when you go to sleep, when you wake up. You think about it, get stressed about it, and do nothing. When you get educative content or content that is enlightening, enlightening.
Hii namsee, kwani Kinango, what happened to Kinango?
Potato.
Oh, waru.
Peni.
Huko ndo nasikia ati unapewa waru za dhati unakula hadi kesho.
Hapana.
Oh.
People say a lot of BS. Waru is very expensive by the way. So now.
Kuna ingine nilisikia timboga ya 10 bob.
Uongo. Guy, if only... Enda saa hii ujaribu kununua mboga. They are very expensive.
Ni wapi huko nilienda nikapewa mchele. Ati ni ya 50 bob. Mchele almost like buffet, yeah?
So now, if you're creating educative content, you will influence my thought. I think about it, then it will prompt me to take an action because I've learned something from that. Let's say you've created a piece of content about investment, right? I'm one person who has like my 5,000 zenye nimebakisha kutoka kukula Krismasi. Na nataka hii 5,000 yangu nisikoniwe because najijua. Nikipigiwa simu niambiwe, "Can we double your money if you allow us?" I will say yes. Nipatane na Elvis ananiambia, now instead ya kupeana pesa zako hiyo side, now we can put this money into a money market fund, or we can put this money in this and this type of account, as you think on what you can do
later on
with it. This money will not only earn you a small interest, but it will be safe. You will not be risking your money to those people that hiyo itanifanya ni take action, as opposed to welcome to my YouTube channel, home tour. Akifanya home tour, nione akaona kakitu fulani hapo, niende kuangalia bei yake, nione siaka kakitu, by the way nikiorder from wacha nisitaje my website hapa, tusiwape hype. They have not paid for it, but uende ubuy that nonsensical thing, ikaange tu hapo uionange
just because you saw it.
And a person is comfortably coming and saying, this thing, it has changed my life, na hajawahi tumia.
But there's something when you said that, I've gotten this something, and it's a borrowed perspective on content creation.
Yes.
What the kind of content that we create in Kenya and the kind of content that we create across Africa is mostly the content that we borrow from first world countries.
Yeah.
You see, these first world countries have these lifestyle creators.
Yes.
Have you ever noted that these lifestyle creators are very different from us?
Yeah, they are. And the difference, the major difference we have with them is that even when it comes to influencing, they're influencing their own products.
Exactly. Like me, Leona, I was looking at this couple who even have like I don't know if it's a website to do what. And you see, like most of them, in as much as you're doing lifestyle content,
yes,
it's not short-term based. It's long-term based.
Yes.
Long-term based in that if you can't sell to your audience, then you don't have an audience.
Correct.
That's the thing. I was actually telling someone the other day, the reason as to why I will get a gig to influence for a company is because these guys know that I can sell to my audience.
Yes.
So I understand my audience. I understand their demographics. I understand their pain points. What unique selling point would I have to leverage, like use my audience, bring in something, and sell your product?
Yes.
And then I tell you at the end of the month, for this and this particular campaign, the fee is going to be 300,000.
Correct.
And funny enough, you realize, I was talking to a lady the other day, and she was telling me that it's easy for someone with 1 million followers who creates lifestyle content to get 70,000, and then someone with 50,000 followers alipwe 200,000.
See, it's the one case scenario ya ile example nimeishi kukupea hapa ya yule jamaa, because of the niche, like the people he influences. If you can influence people to be upgrading as the phones are upgrading, what kind of power do you think you have?
You have a lot of power.
Because he has niched down to tech. Like, he's a go-to person as far as tech is concerned.
Have you seen Roy Kanye on TikTok?
Yeah, Roy Kanye is one of them.
I mean, this guy, I think akona box ya karibu simu kaa zote ike.
Exactly. He did the 2024 box, whatever. Phone, every phone that he has received from any company. So now, a guy like that, anything he tells you about technology and phones and gadgets, you will take action. As opposed to someone mwenye kazi yake ni check it here and here.
Check it here.
Utashake na tunataka kujua hii phone ni 64 GB ama ni 8 GB RAM.
Actually, by the way, let me take you back kidogo. Do you know the guys who started TikTok? Wenye walianzanga TikTok?
Yes.
The pioneers of TikTok in Kenya nowadays nikawa walidedi.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, walidedi na content yao.
Hadi Instagram nimecheki like wale wase walikuwa kazi tu ni hype. Bro, nowadays I'm opening Instagram, unapatana na video ya Tony Ndongo hapa. Yes. Then una scroll tena unakutana na mtu. Like it's hard for you to get. People have realized that yes, this social capital that we have is something very good. But if you take it on the perspective of benefiting yourself, you can actually not convert it into an enterprise.
Correct.
Nilikuwa comedian by the way.
See, you remember even in my old account where
one comedian. You know, I thought I am funny. Have you heard the word, the context?
Yeah.
I thought.
You thought you were funny.
Hadi siku moja nikanyorosha vizuri. You know, what you're doing is, I like to say it this way. You want to be famous. Many comedians in Kenya, most guys who create comedy are broke.
Very true.
There is no need in lying.
Very true.
You find someone getting like 1 million views in a video. Mimi yangu inapata like 1,000 views. But my 1,000 views are views that can be converted into money.
Yes.
Not ati nilipwe for the views, but people who can buy something.
Yes.
I was looking at statistics in a video I created yesterday. The video has 18,000 views.
Yes.
2% watched the entire video.
Yeah.
Do you know what 2% means?
Yeah, 2% of 18,000, that is
360.
360.
360 people watched. Now, what if you created a video, got 200,000 views?
Yes. 2%. That is 10k people.
Just imagine. That's like 4k, I think. 4k.
2%.
2% of 200k is 4k.
Ah, okay.
Wana directors, you endo ulifanya mathematics. 2% of 4,000 of 200,000, it's 4,000. Yeah.
Mathematics is not mathematics.
Your mathematics. Wewe ndio ulikuwa kazi ni kutandikwa.
By the way, karibu kila lesson ya math nilikuwa nje, but it's no
una geometrical set?
Sina geometrical set.
Unaanza kusweat Like there was a ulikuta graph book.
Mrs. Modoni we. Okay, sawa.
Ulikuta graph book.
Yeah.
Graph book mimi I have always been beaten. But it's 4,000, yeah? Yeah, it's 4,000.
Yeah, 4,000.
Graph book I used to be beaten for it. So what I'm saying is, comedians.
Yeah.
Everyone who starts content creation.
Yeah.
Most people think that you want to get in where everyone is. Like if you see your neighbor selling beans, unasema hata mimi wacha niuze beans. Ufikiri venye unaweza uza mahindi. You're thinking this is a thing.
Yes.
So when I began content creation nakumbukanga, but I was creating content and I was saying about websites. And I realized hazipati views. You know what I started creating? Comical videos.
Yes.
Nilikuwa nachongoa wase wa Mercedes Benz. Nilikuwa nachongoa wase wa sijui.
I remember your very first videos. Kasimu kako hapo hivi.
Sura imebonda
no. Watu wenye wana drive akakagari.
Watu nye mnaelewa. They are to shoes. Kuna tu viatu fulani nilikuwa naingililia.
Yes.
Like nikani kila mtu wako nazo Kenya.
Yes.
But you see, I was hyped up by this. It's like una feel fiti ukishoot hizo. But umesota. Until I remember in January 2023. Si nilikwambia kuna dema lini text akaniambia napenda hii ujinga yangu.
You're like
buda hujui natumia iPhone 6s kushoot hizi videos.
Na unaita ujinga.
Na utai ujinga. But then I thank God she did that.
Yes.
In January I completely changed. Nilishootingi video in January. I have never gotten such views before.
Yes.
1.7 million views in that video.
Yes.
But in that video, I was sharing value. Ilikuwa, do you know, video 7 minutes, 1.7 million views, and 25% watched.
Wow.
The entire video. I was talking about remote jobs, freelancing, and how you can actually work from home. And that is when I realized this is my niche. Digital skills, digital literacy, digital marketing, anything relating to digital. And you see, most people also forget that in as much as you're doing content creation, you bado tunaongelelea lifestyle and everything.
Yeah.
Can you make money from it?
Yeah, that's the thing. Because when it comes to lifestyle content creation, unless someone pays you for something to put their brand on your brand, you really don't have power to sell. Because house tour utatuuzia nini? Sina ubaya yangu, tafadhali hatuwezi fanya house tour.
Kwani yako ni unaishi wapi?
Unajua naishi mashamba. Mimi naongea kutoka na wivu. Ni wivu inafanyanga niongee hivi. So hatuwezi fanya.
Kwani yako ni ya kufanywa hivi tu?
Yako dia. So
house tour. Thank you, subscribe.
Thank you for coming. So now that type of content you can't really, you are limited to how much you can monetize. All right. And that's why personally when I looked at what I can do and started making content for entrepreneurs, my biggest approach is, and sorry to say this, is the space for lifestyle entrepreneurs is in a shrink. Believe me, cause tunaongea na hawa watu wenye makampuni. Believe me, they really aren't willing to give you money anymore, because as long as they can train their staff, pay their staff well, as opposed to investing millions and millions of money to you. And now their staff who are being appreciated well can help create their social media presence. If a company is bigger than you, the brand, when you unataka kui-influence, utai-influence aje. That's the approach.
All right. True enough. You know, I like that, because what you're trying to say is is easily turning creators, getting creators from your employees.
Yes.
Hata mimi, like, I don't know which company I saw. There is I don't know what's the name of this. McLaren.
McLaren, yeah.
Ukiwatch videos out, you're like, how the hell is this even?
Yes.
But it's there for visibility.
Yes.
I also think it's a high time companies like adopted the aspect of utilizing your people for content.
Yes.
It's even cheaper. Like, all you need to do is get someone like you. Ukuja uonyeshe wase how to shoot proper videos.
Exactly.
In fact, it tells a story. As compared to paying 400,000 to an influencer.
Yes.
Akuja bonge matope.
Na alete drama. And each and every drama that influencer will be associated with, it will drag your company there inside.
Ule alikuwa anafanya kazi na nani?
Na
kwa nini anakuaga aje huyu? Siwezi nunua hata vitu hapa.
Wewe una advertising the core farmers?
Yes.
Na najuanga hizo vitu zao zinakuaga na nini ndani.
Exactly. And by the way, like, if companies were now able to get into the digital space.
Yes.
Like, it's interesting. I was looking at this company Uganda. Hii pension, like NSSF Uganda. Have you seen their content?
Yeah.
Buddha. I compared that content
with the KRA.
Compared with KRA. Buddha KRA wana dance. Ati wanafanya challenges.
Taxes? Na sasa hatutaki kusikia mambo ya tax.
So you're like,
maliza kufanya hiyo content tunapatana wewe huku.
Like, companies, like, some of these state corporations are like weird. You guys have the ability to set like even like 5 million a month to create serious stuff. In fact, people will pay more taxes because all you need to do is connect with people the right way.
Absolutely. And because the reason why people rebel taxes is because they don't understand why I am paying my taxes. Why? Mbona pesa yenye nimetafuta na jasho yangu before nilipwe imekatwa, ikifika kwa mkono yangu pia ukate tena, nikienda kupatiana uikate, unakata huku kote, kwani it will build resentment.
Of course.
What if we had just one person to explain, okay, this is what import duty involves, this is what VAT involves, this is how to file your returns in a simplistic and a holistic manner, hatungekuwa tuna rebel. Tungekuwa tunasema, by the way, we understand what you're saying, but now ukaweza toa hii VAT. You see, we could be approaching it from a place of understanding. Right now we throw punches in the air. Jaribu ku mention taxes uone.
And that's why, like, for me, I'm a real advocate of state controlled social media accounts. Why does a governor need a social media account? It should be made for the county government.
Correct.
Ati governor ati anaenda kutuonyesha ametumia pesa yetu kujenga barabara. Did you see the other one ya mimia ya nini ya Sakaja? Hiyo alinyoroshwa proper. Ati amejenga barabara. Haina nini drainage.
Yeah.
Now, you see, like, This is a wrong, because like if this guy had like county government of
Nairobi,
and it's very easy to verify these accounts.
Correct.
State controlled. Right? When it's state controlled, it means that this is something serious only for issues pertaining to the county government.
Yes.
Ni sawa, you're a governor, have a social media account yako, create content with your wife and show us your chickens. This story, you're using public funds to go and showcase what you like. And you've seen these governors traveling to Dubai and posting these things. Another one gets a Bentley and has been like you feel even like, what the hell?
You are getting a Bentley and in your area, like it's now the same thing we are talking about. Lifestyle content that is misplaced. Kwa sababu mbona unatuwekea in a place where we are supposed to come and get information about what you're doing for your people.
You saw this thicker MP who was dancing. I mean, it's funny that nowadays MPs think that we want to see their lifestyles. This is like a stupid kind of a thing that Africans have embraced. Like ati jumenunua gari now as an MP. Unatuonyesha ya nini?
But unfortunately, that's how the political scene is. Some people have their political minions. Now kuna watu watafikiria sasa huyo MP wetu ni mkali. Uliona wenyu wako na Bentley, watu wako na G-Wagon.
And what the guy is doing is just stealing money and buying these things.
Ati wetu.
Emphasis
on way to.
By the way, like for example, there are things I think like the leaders we elect are stupid in a way.
Correct.
Let me just use that word. Ju, what are you doing with a Facebook page, an Instagram page? I wish you could be communicating eloquent things about what you do.
Yes.
Now you see, all you have to do is banter. Like, do you know, logically, I once sat down. 2027 Kenyan, the elections in 2027 will actually take place on social media.
Yeah. Very true.
These guys are going to be coming to podcasts. You've seen Wanjege already.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to be coming to podcasts. They're going to be coming to DB and telling him, by the way, do you mind if we go to because platform, now people don't want to listen to promises on lifestyle. Tutawajengea. Come and tell us what you've been doing.
And that is why the strategy. What's the real strategy that you have?
And that's why you're seeing our guy is very busy trying to create aesthetics.
Yes.
You get.
In account here.
I was looking at social media accounts. The Saudi, Middle East countries.
Yes.
You listen. These guys have. I was reading a story about Singapore. Singapore adopted a certain strategy where they need to have the best leaders in government.
Yes.
I don't know, it's meritocracy or something like that. I don't know if it's
by merit.
Yeah, you need to have the best people. And you know, the best people don't have time to go and chant nonsense on social media.
Yeah.
They don't have time to go and chant sijui nini. But look at the people we elect. They wanted to be socialites, but they didn't have money to be socialites.
That's the thing now.
So now that they're MPs,
they have to call each other's names kwa social media.
They have to now start creating lifestyle kind of content. Like it's weird enough to see a whole governor drunk on social media, and we say that this is our leader. Like it's weird enough. You see, by the way, politicians are doing that. It's weird enough, politicians, that you're even creating content ati to showcase to us what you do. Sijui ati. There's a song, by the way, I'm feeling like most of these politicians are misusing. Sijui pale bwana, sijui. I'm like, boss, see, you've just been stealing.
Yeah.
How come you cannot be driving a G-Wagon? Na unakuja hapa kutuambia you're thanking. I think
thanking God for what?
You've been stealing. You should be using the song Kasongo. You get.
You're a thief.
I'm not Unajua siku hizi watu wanavalishwa hood. Unaenda. Unaenda
kubonga hua. But now bottom line is real influence will come as a result of real expression of life. If you're looking to influence action and true feeling, kindly create in the spaces that you have real and raw experience about. Don't struggle too much to put up aesthetics. Me personally, being a videographer and a video producer, I'm saying this knowing that I'm risking not getting jobs, because that is what we do. We script those things for you people to see.
There is something scripted.
But what would it mean for me to cook up a lie, mislead an entire generation, pocket a few coins zenye nitalipwa na madeni na installment, by the way, na tutasumbuana nao influencers before wanilipe, na kuanza kunipea masturi unajua ile kampuni ya kubeta haijanilipa invoice yangu.
So
me personally as a video producer,
is it my business?
Really, it's not settling well with me.
Speaking on the issue of cooked up narratives, like cooked up narratives are, I think, cloud chasing.
Yes, cloud chasing.
It's still part of lifestyle content creation, where they break up,
and
then they release a song.
Then
after they release a song, they do what again?
They now come with a story.
How many times do you have to break up for you to create a story? You've broken up and then you announce that you're pregnant.
So now what they like, they need to understand they are dealing with a different kind of generation.
Gen Z watakuweka
my friend, aya unaleta kadrama online, washakaonea mbali, wanakuuliza ni song unatoa lini, tuambie tu.
Have you seen this drama where they unfollow?
They unfollow and follow each other. They're like, okay, announce whatever that you want to announce.
It's very interesting. Anyway, that's my whole perspective on lifestyle content creation.
Yeah.
Go where value is. Seek people who can actually provide tangible information that can influence you positively.
Yes.
Mimi
ile kitu nitawaambia, let me speak in Kiswahili. Hiyo kitu ni script. Isiwahi kupea stress. Yes.
Ni script isikupea stress.
Hiyo ni script.
Sianza kufukuzana na Calligraph Jones.
You see now Calligraph. Calligraph, we can quantify his hype. We can. We have seen that guy work. Hey, that guy, he each and every show he's booked like kila weekend, and he's charging over 350,000. Atakosaje kujenga nini?
Mall.
Sky Mall. Now, you see, we can quantify. But others, Calligraph, I can really side with you. That's the PowerTalk. See you in the next one.
See you in the next episode.
I think tutabdaktiwa na wasanii hata si serikali.